Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Saturday night. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Bose 831 Gaming, and you're tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. We're playing Farming Simulator 22, and this is a continuation of my Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition live stream series. Farming Simulator 22, we're on the Alma, Missouri map. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day, night, whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. And without much further ado, we're going to jump right into it, taking into consideration, as always, that I always have to start off with a little setup, especially when I've done things between episodes. And as you can see, with this particular episode, we're jumping right in while we're in process working contracts. Right now I'm returning from the shop. I just completed the contract on, it's at field 24, I think it was. I just completed the last delivery, field 25. And this contract is ready to be cashed out, but we still have a little bit more of material to harvest from the field before we turn it in. So we want to go ahead and make sure we make those few extra dollars before we completely cash out this contract and return our leased equipment. In this case, I'm not going to make as much money as I would have if I had used the leased equipment that came standard with the contract. I actually leased different equipment from what comes standard with the contract in order to get this contract completed in a much faster amount of time. Had I used some of the equipment provided with the contract or base game equipment, I would have been working on this for hours. Even though this was still, for the most part, done off camera, that still would have been a significant time investment. But I'm using a modded harvester here that has fast harvesting enabled. And that should do it. Let's go ahead and put some material in. Excuse me, at this point, unload the harvester. And that should do it for that part of the contract. And I am using my own tractor and trailer here for loading and unloading of the harvested materials with this contract. But I'm very excited tonight in one way, in that we got a lot to cover tonight, a lot to talk about. Also, as we're getting started, I guess I also need to start off with a bit of an apology for the abrupt ending on last week's episode. We were probably less than 5 minutes out when the episode abruptly dropped connection at the end of the episode. Thankfully, I had just started doing my my outro stuff, so I had got through some of it, but we didn't get through everything. But the connection dropped, and while I was able to reconnect in a short period of time after that. I did not think it was worth the effort to come back on live or do another segment of the episode just for 4 or 5 minutes when we were that close to the end of the series. And I did get at least a portion of my outro segment done before the connection dropped. So it's just not a clean, proper ending of the episode, but we had started the process of going through everything I do at the end of every episode. So we at least got through a portion of that. So I was somewhat happy with that, even though I'm not very happy with the abrupt ending like that. But I chose just to kind of made a business decision just to keep it as is, and end it where the episode ended at, even though that was due to a dropped internet connection and not a proper wrap up. But it's all good. I mean, sometimes even when you have the best laid out plans and ideas, the universe has other ideas. And that was just one of those situations. Even though it was a temporary loss of connection, and I was back up and running, and probably 15-20 minutes, but still it was like, okay, it's not just, after further review, it's like, okay, it's not worth coming back on for another really episode of what, less than 5 minutes short. So just wanted to cover that and just apologize for that. And if you're curious as to why it ended that way, that's why. Alright, so that's everything we needed to do for that contract. So we're going to go ahead and complete this contract and make another $25,230. But let's go ahead and collect now. And it's 23,864. I don't understand these numbers sometimes. But alright, let's see what it says on the finance screen. Alright. Contract income. That's right, we got a cumulative total for the month. So for the month of August, I've accumulated over $291,778 in contract income. So that's all added to that. So I don't know what was the exact number I made off the one I just completed. I guess it was the 23,000 plus the additional harvest income. Alright, so we can take our main equipment here to the shop. Since we're already here at this shop, I'll go ahead and do my repairs while I'm here out in the field. So we'll go ahead and repair the tractor, the trailer. And we'll go ahead and take this equipment back to the shop. You know, one of my other rules that you see if you're watching the series long enough that I talk about and that I'm already breaking again is I don't like to do much night work, because I understand if you're watching my videos on YouTube and you're watching at a lower resolution, these night scenes can be very hard to see even at higher resolutions. So I'm going to go ahead and take this show to our farm. Well, actually, let's just take it here. And we're going to go ahead and turn in a bunch of leased equipment. We're going to advance one day, and then we'll work on getting you up to speed with what's going on here, because I know you're probably seeing different things in the background and wondering, okay, what's that? Well, you can see we had a plow leased. We're going to return that in. We got some forestry equipment. Are we going to turn that in? No, we're going to keep the tree devourer. I just don't know, where did I park it? I don't know where I put it at. That's going to be problematic. Alright, but back to the lease equipment. We'll keep the tree devourer. We're going to turn in the all-in-one beet header. And we're going to turn in the Homer T440 harvester. Hop over to the main farm. And let's go ahead and call it a night. So we're going to sleep till September. And day 1 in September. Alright, which again is equivalent to, because we're playing 2-day months, this will be equivalent to day 1 in September would be equivalent to the 1st through the 15th of September if we were doing real time months. Alright, now as always, let's start the episode by episode. I don't know why we're struggling with certain words sometimes. We'll start the episode by attending to our animals, always. First, before we get to other business at hand. First of all, let me see if we can park our planter. We've finished using it for the moment, but we will be putting it to use big time here shortly. We got a lot of future work ahead of us here now that we've achieved certain objectives that I was looking to get done in this series, and we'll talk about that more here in just a bit. I guess one other thing I need to cover since we've already started. I had been talking about going to the Mapmakers Facebook page and checking on the status of when the update for the map would be released. And we did talk about how it was already in the hands of Giants and was just waiting for the update to be released on the Mod Hub. But that did happen between this episode and the last episode. The update for this map has been released. I have installed that update, and it is now active in my current game. The update did not require a new game save, and there were some changes to the map. And again, this all, well, I guess we'll get into some of it now. I don't have the Facebook page up right now, so I can't go through the changelog, but one of the fixes that was supposed to be part of the update was there was some updates made to updates made to the trees for this map that would make some trees that were allegedly unremovable be removable, but unfortunately, my experience with the map off camera has proven that there are still some trees that are still not removable. I ran into some issues with removing trees, and we'll get into that more here momentarily. But first of all, we got to work on getting this TMR for these cows done. And as you can see, we've emptied the mixer, and we need to create some more TMR. So there's a hay bale, let's grab a silage bale, and we need a straw bale. Alright, so we got everything we need for the mix. And if you're just tuning in for the first time and you're wondering what happened to my TMR mixer, was the pretty one with all the cow designs and all that stuff, there were some issues I was having with that modded version of this TMR mixer, and I don't know if it's the mod or the game, so we got rid of that modded version of this TMR mixer, and we got the base game version of it. And now we're going to see if it's a mod map or something else that was causing the issues. If we experience those issues that I was experiencing with the modded version of this mixer, then I know it was the mod. But if I experienced the same issues here with the base game version of it, then I know it was either the mod or the map. More than likely a combination of both. Although I don't, based on my history and my experience with the game, I have a feeling it's going to be the mod. we'll see here. And for those of you who don't remember, one of the issue I was having is sometimes the mod would pull material out of thin air and just and once it started pulling material out of thin air, when you turned it on, it just wouldn't stop filling up, and it would just max out, and I had to reset the machine to the shop for that to stop happening, and then it would work normally until that bug popped up again. Alright, so let's see where we're at. Let's grab some straw. And silage. And we need to grab a bale of hay. As you see in the mix, we're kind of over-indexing on A right now. And based on the ratio, silage should be your largest ratio. Straw should be your lowest ratio. Alright, we got 100% though, so I guess that's all moot. So we can go ahead and push these bad boys back in. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Look at the animal menu. The cow barn. And we're going to go through a ton of TMR here, huh? Before we get them all fed. So we were super low on the TMR in this cow barn. I didn't think we were that bad off, but apparently we were. However, I had to go 3 cycles, or at least it's been a while since I've had to. Alright, so we need a hay bale. Oops. I didn't mean to grab all those. We only needed 1. Whoopsie daisy. Knock them all back in there and try this again, shall we? One bale of hay, 1 bale of silage, yeah, 1 straw bale for starters. Okay, so looks like we have the bug is, I can count it again, so it's a problem with the map, maybe? I can't say for sure if it's the map or the machine now, because this is the base game version of the mixer and the TMR mixer, and I'm encountering the problem again. And literally, and again, let me show you so you can see it. I turn it on. We got material coming in from out of nowhere. I'm not touching either of these bells here. Yet when I turn the device on, we have materializing out of thin air. Alright, so same deal. And that's unfortunate that we have this bug. I have to hypothesize that it is an issue with the map at this point, but I can't say for sure until I do some more testing off camera to see if that issue is encountered with the TMR mixer on another map. So for now, I'm gonna have to to clear this condition. I'm gonna have to reset this TMR mixer to the shop, because that's the only way I found that I could okay, what is that? Why is it on the wrong selection? The only way I found that I can clear this condition when this bug is encountered is to reset the vehicle through the shop, and then it starts back working normally once I fire it back up again. It's a very annoying bug. And again, I don't know the cause. I thought but the first part of the test of troubleshooting was to sell the modded version of the mixer and see if that was the cause of the bug. But we know now that it is not. So actually, I'm going to go back and grab the modded version of the TMR mixer. So let's go ahead and do that now, because I know at this point it wasn't the machine, and I like the other one better. So I'm going to sell this one back to the shop and pick up the one I had before. Although I guess the next test I would run, though, is if I buy another. This will tell me if it's a map or not. There's one more test I can conduct, and that is we buy a different TMR mixer and see if that TMR mixer has the same bug, and that'll let me know if it's the map or not. Actually, that's okay. So let's do repair, repaint, sell, and then we'll buy a different TMR mixer, one that has a similar capacity or about. I think that's the highest capacity base game, 126, 26. Both of yeah, because those are 26 meters squared. The next one is this one here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, this one's just a hair. 1,000 liter less capacity than that one. So let's buy this one. All right, let's go grab that from the shop. All right, so let's see. Now we got a different TMR mixer. We got the K brand, a Coon. Or I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, so we'll say Kun. All right, and we'll take that out to our farm and finish what we were doing, and let's see if we encounter that bug again. If we do, then we know it was not the mod, it was not the mixer, it's an issue with the map that's causing the bug to exist, unless it's a bug with the game, in general, and I won't know that for certain until I play on another map, and if I encounter that issue on another map. But if it happens with this different TMR mixer, again, we're using a different base game mixer, but a different brand of mixer. Now we've encountered a bug with a modded mixer, a modded version of a base game mixer, and the base game version of that mixer. And now we're running with a second base game mixer to see if this mixer also encounters that bug. And this is we're kind of doing a process of elimination of sorts to try to figure out, see if we can figure out what's going on with that bug. At least have some general idea what's going on with this bug, or where it might, or what might be the source of it, I should say. All right. It's just a weird bug. I've used a self-propelled TMR mixers before in game, but I haven't used them extensively. This is my first time using them in Farming Simulator 22 extensively. I use them a lot in Farming Simulator 19, but during that time I wasn't doing any live stream series or anything like that. But I did use them a lot. Never had encountered any bugs like this before, but that was in 19, not in 22. So this is my first real time using these self-propelled TMR mixers in Farming Simulator 22 for any extensive period of time. Alright, start off with the silage, because silage should be the largest portion of the mix. A of the secondary. If we hit the ratios right, we should be able to almost these numbers perfect. Alright. Alright, you saw we were doing it again. Alright, got straw. So we need more straw. Okay. Alright. We got 100%. We still didn't get the ratio perfect, but we got it. So let's go feed some cows. Alright, to the next ration. Alright. And we still didn't hit it. We were super close, but not perfect. So we got one more load to mix here. And we got 2 bales to get started with. And we just need to grab a silage bale out of there. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright. And we always start the mix with silage. Alright, watch this. We're going to over-index on straw here momentarily. In fact, we're going to bring that bar all the way up to here. And then we're going to do our hay. It's just me having an idea here that I think might work. Oh, if we just ran out of hay. Some hay. Let's go grab a silage. And of course the silage blows up on us. Alright. Now let's park it on the silage bale. Alright, 100%. Alright, we finally got it. PMR. I think it is a map. There is something weird going on here still with this one that you saw. It was still feeding material after the bale disappeared. So something's still a little off there. So I'm beginning to think it's the map at this time, absent additional data. So I'm not 100% on that. All right, so we got the TMR for this set of cows. So we're going to take the mixture to our other cow barn. And we're going to drop off TMR for our other cows. So if I have to make a conclusion based on our findings and our research that we've done so far concerning this bug, information is inconclusive. The bug has presented itself in 3 different TMR mixers that I've used on this map, so I don't have enough information to say if it's the map or a bug in the game. Could be either or at this point. And again, I don't have a history of using Silverfield TMR mixers in Farming Simulator 22. In fact, this is the first time since I've been playing Farming Simulator 22 where I've used them extensively. So if it's a bug that's been an issue, or if it's a bug or an issue that's been persistent with Farming Simulator 22 since its release, I have not been made aware of it. But I've used 3 different TMR mixers and I've seen it happen now. 2 base game, 1 modded, so at this point all I can say is it's either an issue with the map or a base game bug of some sort. Alright, we're here. Alright, let's drop off our TMR. Oops. And if you're tuning in for the first time tonight, or you may have noticed that there has been some slight changes to the buildings with the map. As I indicated at the start of tonight's episode, the update for this map was released to the mod hub. It does not require a new save. And I haven't had a chance to go over the change log yet, but and I really need. There's a couple of other things that I need to check too while I'm thinking about it. And we'll do that here momentarily, because those are things I didn't even check when I was doing my off-camera testing, actually. Because if you can see already, there's been some slight changes to the barns here on the map. You can see these 2 barns now. If you notice, the colors are a little bit different on these 2 barns. The farmhouse has been updated. When we first hopped in, you probably didn't pay attention to. The farmhouse is a different color, even a different design. Same thing for this farmhouse. If you notice, it's a little bit different now. A little different color. And check this out. The garage in the farmhouses actually works now. Now, I don't know if that's consistent across all farmhouses. In fact, let's go check that out while we have a moment, and it just hit me. This is our starting farmhouse. You can see it's still green, but you can tell it's a little bit different. The green's a little brighter than what it was previously. And again, the garage works now. So, there's that. And let's check our other farmhouse where our pigs are at. And it'll give me an opportunity to check one other thing I was thinking about that hit me just a moment ago while I was talking. Yeah, these garages already worked, I think, right? Yeah. This garage already worked. In fact, I had put this other workshop mod in here so that we could have the workshop functionality and not just have a workshop here that doesn't really provide workshop functionality in this garage. Because the garages don't have a built-in workshop, but these sheds there, okay, that's stuff still in there. Alright, and trailer still in there. Yeah, no, I don't know. It looks like yeah. Is that supposed to sit on the ground? I thought that was supposed to be propped up. Alright. Eggs are still good. My manure pit's still present and accounted for, thankfully. No changes here. Field still. Canola's growing. Alright. Gotta be mindful of the canola crop too. Alright, so that's good. Where was I? We were doing TMR for the cows. All right. So we need to mix up. Oh, no, no, no. Oops. Son of a gun. Did it again. This is what happens when you rush, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Take your time. All right. Let's try this again, shall we? Now we need one hay, one silage, one straw. All right, and I think we're gonna work it like, oh, it's doing it again. This is insane. Yeah. All right. That's all right. So if I park it on a hay bale, I wonder will it switch, recognize that what it's, okay, the bale just disappeared. Okay, this is crazy. So if I turn it on, all right. Okay, so that's weird. But we got a TMR. I'm not going to complain. All right. We got 100% TMR, but it's bugged. It's bugged the heck out. That's the darndest thing there. I don't know what to call that. Okay, now the numbers are doing some weird thing. Alright. Still doing some weird thing. What is it? Are we filling up though at least? Let's see here. 54, 60. Okay, we're going. But the numbers are not going down from the mixer. Oh, now it's saying it's forage. I'll tell you what. This is alright. This is getting annoying now. And I don't know what the heck the issue is. Well, let's reset it to the shop. We know that clears it, but it's still more than a little annoying that this issue occurs. but I'm smarter than the average cat, so I got something I can do to try to at least triage this issue until we come up with a better solution, or none at all. I don't, because I get at this point I have to do some stuff off camera to see if we can try to do some more triage and try to figure out what might be happening and what might be the cause or whatever. But let's go here to our production menu, selling points, and we're looking for the sell everything mod. I'm going to put that down here. You can see where we've placed it before. We're going to have that there. I'll plop that down. And we're going to sell a little bit of our TMR, at least enough to we can get our levels down where we can try to redo our mix. They're saying that we got too much straw, so let's grab a hay bale and see if we can try to get this mix fixed. Okay. And the mixer's still bugging out. I turn it on. Instant hay. So this is going to be something that looks like we're going to have to try to work around, because it's happening with every TMR mixer. Now let's see if I turn it on now. Boom. There's hay. That's impossible, right? But it's happening. This is stupid. So yeah, this is stupid. This is annoying to me. I'm a patient person, but stuff like this is grating. I'm starting to think this is a game bug and not just a mod issue or a map issue. All right. Well, you know you can have a TMR mix that's heavy on the solid side. Yeah, it's behaving worse than what it was previously. So, all right. Yeah, we have to do some stuff about testing on with this issue off camera. But right now, just trying to do what we can to work around it. It's a weird bug, I can tell you that. Now it's spitting out forage allegedly, and that's where the annoying part of it comes in at, because now when it's saying that it's doing forage, we're not providing TMR to the cow, so we're not meeting the feed requirement, and that's where the annoying part comes in at. So every time it does this little magic feed thing, throws off the ratio, and then it's going to tell you the game's going to think it's getting forage instead of TMR, and that's problematic, and that's why it quickly becomes annoying. All right. So that's one I'm not happy about. Yeah. So once we empty this, I'm going to sell, because at least with the other mixer, the bug was less prevalent. So I may go back and pick up the one that we started out with, because now we know that this is a persistent issue, whatever it might be the source, whether it's the map of the game, but at least it was somewhat manageable with what I had previously. This is, with this mixture, it's even behaving in a worse fashion. So there's that. All right. Yeah. Sell out. The whole goddamn thing. Because until we get that bar, until we get it back to the point where it's saying, well, the game is thinking we have TMR instead of anything else, I can't feed the cows. That's, like I say, annoying. And now you're wasting my material, number one. Silage. Alright, so let's go do that thing that I said I was gonna do. You go back to the shop. Go back to the one I had at first. I don't like what we got going on here, and nothing's really changed for the better. We actually got worse. So we'll go back where we started at. And it's also annoying that we've had to spend so much time on this already. Should have already been done with the animals, but we're spending half our episode tonight on this issue and this issue alone. Yep. But safe to say, the amusement has worn off. Why is $5,000 to repaint? That's highway robbery. Alright, well, bye. So, going back to animals. I do want to try a different mixer just to see if this thing is persistent across all mixers. What's our next highest capacity mixers? One with a 22,000 liter capacity. Yeah. $218 horsepower. That's 150. Alright, let's try this one. Or did I say we were gonna go? We'll just go back to the one we had. I'm tired of the rocket science already. This is a modded one. Let's do a red version of it. Alright. And this is so not what I wanted to be into tonight. But here we are. Well, that's one thing about Formula Simulator 22, guys, is sometimes when you get into a game, you don't know, even though you might plan stuff out, you don't know where you might end up at, depending on what happens during gameplay. That's for sure. They told me before I got started tonight that I would end up here, I would say heck no. Yet here we are. Craziness never ceases. It's got me almost afraid to turn the mixer on, man. It's like, yeah, given what's been happening. All right. All right. Doing it again. Let's see if we can cheat our way out of it without screwing it up. This is vexing. Let's see if we can trick the bug. Alright, here's my thought. I'm going to turn it on, touching the silage bell, and hopefully it'll think silage, at least until I turn it off again. That kind of seems to work. So if I turn it on, touching a straw bale now, maybe we'll trick it into thinking straw. And it did something else here. All right. Alright, at least we got it to hit 100% then. We'll call this magic mix. Alright. Based on what we have happening now, I may not be using self-propelled TMR mixers on the map. We're going to have to come up with another solution for doing our TMR. This is not working for me. Not at all. Let's check this out. If I turn the tick mixer on, let's see what we get. Oh, it tapped out finally. That's weird. All right. I'm gonna turn it on now. You see only silage. How many liters we got going there? And even, okay, if I'm away, oh, now it's acting normal again. bale before I even touched it. Stay tuned. We'll resume these issues at a later date time. The cows are fed finally. And we're gonna delete the cell. Excuse me, everything cell point. And now we can continue with our animal operations since we're forced. Since we're on this end of the map, I guess the next thing we would do would be the water for the cows here at this barn. Some water. And it's interesting that one of the two cow barns requires water to be delivered manually while the other one doesn't. Get out the truck, man. Alright. Alright. Then we still got one task here we need to do with the cows since this other thing got me sidetracked. And hopefully when I pull out this straw bale, it's one of the liftable ones and not one of the heavy ones. And it's one of the heavy ones, of course. So let me see if we can try. Hey, pull out that one. This one's liftable. Cool. Alright, so does that meet the requirement? That does. Awesome. Now we can drop that guy back. And we can use this tractor to move the other one. Boom. I don't know why we got that bumpy spot right there. I gotta see if we can smooth that out. I wish and I hope this is something they fixed between 22 and the next version of Farming Simulator, because 19 had a better contour map situation as well, so you can kind of tell, at least have a better idea of where your bumps were on the map. It's hard to tell where your bumpy areas are. On your map in Farming Simulator 22. Alright, but where are we at on animals? We got the cows at the old cow barn are taken care of. We got to hop back over to our main cow barn and drop off a straw bale or two, and hopefully I can pop out one of the liftable ones versus one of the the heavy ones. Let's see if I can get so lucky again and I don't have to drive my tractor with the bale spikes, front loader with the bale spikes all the way down here just to move one bale. Yep. Of course not. Alright. I just grabbed one of the used ones and looked up and got one that's liftable. So let's see if that meets the requirement. It does. Straw covered. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to come up with a long-term solution for moving bales around on actually all 3 farms. So, just something to think about for future reference. There's my Mahindra at. I could probably knock that about with my Mahindra. There we go. Problem solved. Temporarily, at least. And I keep forgetting I got straw in the back that I could use to unload too. At one point I remember. Alright, so next up, let's do our... what's going on with the chickens? They use a little chicken feed, so that's where you come in. Even though you're on the other end of the map right now. And you see, this would have been a Mahindra task, but we still got straw in the Mahindra that I'm unable to unload at the moment, although I could have cheated my way into a solution, but we won't do that at this point. And hate that we had to spend so much time on this TMR mixture problem, and I still don't have a solution for it yet. But what I think that I might just go ahead and do is buy a separate TMR mixing silo and just have to move the bales around and pull the bales in. And drop the bales off to the TMR mixing silo and make our ratio using the silo instead of these self-propelled mixers, because that whole issue that we're encountering is a bit annoying, and obviously, as you've seen tonight, can end up being a bit time consuming. Really, it shouldn't have taken me more than 5 minutes, 5 minutes, or 10 minutes to feed the cows and take care of their needs. Probably actually less than 5 minutes. Ended up losing half tonight's episode dealing with that nonsense. Let's go grab some sorghum for the chickens. I'm feeling As always with feeding animals, we're in the overshop than undershop, so let's make sure we got plenty of sorghum. And make my way over to the chicken coop. Alright, so that was quick. Chickens are full. Maxed out. Chicken feed's maxed out, I should say. Don't know if the chickens are full or not, but the feed station is maxed. Their feed station is full. Alright. And unload our leftovers back into the grain silo. And now let's do a quick, even though we're kind of skipping ahead a little bit, let's do, didn't even notice that. I'm sure you guys probably picked up on that, but I didn't. Again, I did install the update. The update placed trees back that previously had been moved. And in most cases, I had cleaned all of that up off camera. But as you can see, there was one set of trees that I missed here. So I'm going to have to work on that. And let's see here. So we could do that shortly. Alright. Didn't catch that. But what I was going to do before I was so distracted was just going to grab some manure here from the manure pit and drop it off in our greenhouse. Just kind of skipping ahead. Because I typically like to tend to all the animal stuff first before we get to the production chain stuff, but it just hit me while I was driving by. I'm gonna go ahead and get that done. So there's one. Could have done this with the Mahindra too, actually. Actually would be a little bit easier with the Mahindra. So what we will do is hop into the Mahindra real quick. Because we are going to need the water trailer from the Mahindra. And we're going to grab that, a liquid trailer. We won't just say water because it's a multi-purpose liquid trailer. And we're going to grab that now. And it's loaded up for water, so we can literally just hit all our water points. Although we may have to do a refill before we hit every refill point that needs water. And we will. And fortunately our water refill point is on the farm. We just have to come over to our fire hydrant and grab some water. And I'm not seeing my trigger? Why am I not getting my trigger? Oh, it just started filling. All right. We hit all the water points. Finish filling this one up. Oh my, this one was really empty, huh? Yeah. I got another 3,600 liters of water. Oh my, okay, wait a minute. So what's going on there? This production zeroed out on water? Let's see, water, greenhouse fruits. Oh my, yeah, I guess they were. I hadn't been keeping them filled up like I should, huh? Yipes. It's 3,600 liters a pop. Have to make a few trips, won't we? And that was just a maintenance item in between episodes. Alright, because that one's filled, and this one we got a little bit to go. Probably 2 more trips. Have to check something. We can figure this trailer to hold more water. Let's see. Alright, final one, camouflage. Let me just have final options. No. So we might need to at least think about getting a larger capacity water trailer. If we don't want to be having to do the water thing every day. But although this little guy serves a purpose if our routine is gonna be topping off the water every day or at least every couple of days. And we have to do it at least every couple of days because we're playing 2-day months. So Again, each day is equivalent to roughly 15 days, so you can't go too long without topping off the water. You're going to have other issues. Alright, so there we go. So we're all set now. Alright, we're done with the water trailer. Detach. Alright, and we're done using the Mahindra. And we can flip back or move our attention back to the animals momentarily. We need to check on our sheep and our horses. Sheep are finally demanding, it appears to be, grass bales. Let's see, do we have a grass bales available? Yeah. Let's grab one. Are these liftable? They are. Alright. So we can hand carry this over here and see what our situation is. And do we drop it off here? Yeah, we're in here. Boom. Alright, and that got it. Didn't fill it up, so we gotta grab one more and see if that works. And again, we're looking at grass bales. Now those are the last two grass bales that we have. Oh. Alright. Still didn't hit the number. So we're going to need one more grass bale. And we are out. So, I have to make a run for grass bales, as I don't think we have any in storage in either bale storage yet right now. Didn't see that one coming. It's been one of those nights. That's one that's on me. I've been working towards making sure we had every bale type in our bale storage that we needed, or so I thought, but I guess I missed the boat on making sure that I had enough grass bales in storage as well. Over the index on hay, straw, and silage because of the whole focus on making sure I had everything I needed to mix with TMR. Alright, so our next stop is going to be going to the shop. We're going to purchase a pallet, probably. Do we fill the trailer up? Yeah, we're going to fill the trailer up with grass bales and just see what it does. We got more than enough money where the purchase price is not going to be an issue. We will make sure that we will not run into any issue with a shortage of grass bales in the future. So we're at the shop. Let's go ahead and hop into the shop menu. We want to go under bales, and I want to make sure we grab liftable bales. So I want the largest capacity grass bales. Or do we want the largest capacity round grass bales? 180. Yeah, let's do, just to be synergistic with the type of sheep barn that we have. So we buy that. That's 8. So that'll get us started. Let's see how many we got here. So this baler can hold, how many bales? That's 18, 57%. So we can probably order another, let's see. Another set of grass. Okay, let's see the numbers. What does that say? 24, 85. So I think 4 is 4 more. Should be right. Alright, I think it's 4 more, right? You know, my math is not always mathing. Got 28. Okay, there we go. Transporting position. And back to the main farm. Again, not what I expected to be getting into tonight. Starting off, at least. I was driving by because of the other issues we ran into. I didn't have time to really get into this the way I wanted to. As you can see, the field beside us looks very different. The grass is gone. It's been plowed out, and we'll get into that more momentarily. And I'll let you know what I did and what we are going to be doing going forward. Part of our mission or objectives that I've been talking about all series has been accomplished, but not without running into a few issues along the way. And we will cover that more here momentarily. I had hoped to have time to really get into some of that stuff in much more detail tonight, but we won't have time, obviously, because of the whole TMR mixing issue that started off the night. We lost a lot of time on that. Alright, so let's do our little bells. Our little bells here. Okay, why am I? Oh. All right. Yeah, so now we got it. Sheep are back being fed again. In full capacity with their food. So let's reset our branding position, pick up our grass bills. All of our grass bills. Transporting. And unload our bills. Unload bills here. All right. Alright, finally, let's take a look at our horses. I only got 2 of them, so typically they're, oh, I forgot about the pigs. Pigs need pig food, don't they? But we don't have a tractor in that location, so we might have to do that off camera. Alright, horses. Horses are up. Yeah, because we spent so much time on this other stuff. Gotta make this a quick one. Alright, let's get this riding out of the way. That's 2 minutes per horse. Alright, where's our 1%, 5%? Alright, almost there. 85%. 88. Yeah, by the time we get her turned around, she'll be just about there. Here we go. 100%. Alright, whoa, girl, whoa. Alright, back in the stables. Don't know where she disappeared to. Let's see if we can find her. She's in one of those. Oh, there she is. She had appeared in one of them tricky locations. Alright, so we got to clean everything. So if we go back and look at horses, Taylor should be clean and daily riding requirement met. Oops. Couldn't get them turned quickly enough. This horses are hard to turn. And the faster they go, the harder they are to turn. That they're hard to turn already. Alright, there's another one. Alright. Now the adventure of finding out where you ended up at. There you are. Alright, star is clean. My work is done. Although, again, I'm still gonna have to fix this situation here because these trees I previously cleaned up, so I could, in order to have place the manure pit. So I'm gonna come back through here and delete these trees. I guess we can go ahead and unload the manure back into the manure pit. Alright. The next thing I need to do is find out where I left the tree devourer at. So let me see here. If we go to our least items menu, forestry equipment, hit show on map, and that should give us a indicator of where it's at on the map. Yeah, alright, we see it out there straight ahead, so we're driving to where that indicator is at. And this is where we're gonna unfortunately ended up having to wrap it up tonight because they're already coming up here on the last few minutes of the episode. So I'm going to start the wrap up early, and hopefully we won't have any internet connection dropping shenanigans happening again this week. But like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? You've been tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming Live on Twitch, Farming Simulator 22 live stream series on the Alma, Missouri map. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of the major social media platforms, Twitter or X, but I won't ever call it that. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth. Whatever platform you're on where you encounter my content, I ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. Either way, whatever the situation is, let me know. The only way I can get bigger, better, and badder is with your feedback. And that is welcome and appreciated. You know, if you got some things you want to see, I'm also brainstorming on doing some other gaming, some videos and some other gaming content. For right now, the only series that I will be live streaming for the foreseeable future is Farming Simulator 22. That could always change based on your feedback. So, in either case, keep that feedback coming. And I haven't really made a decision on what game I will. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. I don't know why that's on me right now. I don't know what game I'm going to use for my live pre-recorded content. But if you got any suggestions, comments, or ideas on that, let me know. I'll take all your feedback under consideration. And thank you for your support and continued future support. I wonder why I didn't, once I picked it up, why I didn't clear the marker. Yeah, that's a little weird. It's been one of those deals tonight. Alright, let's go. Can't stress over that either. Alright, so we're here. Again, I wanted to be able to devote more time to this tonight, but unfortunately, the universe had other ideas. But here's the deal. We finally did it. I had to do it off camera, but we have purchased the grass fields in this area the fields in this area that we had been talking about. And so as you can see, we're now on fields 36, 39, 35. These fields have been merged in one field. We also purchased fields 40, 37, 38, and have merged all these fields into one field. Again, as I talked about in the past, I wish the field numbers would update dynamically, so when you merge fields, you would get a new number and wouldn't still have to treat it like there's three separate fields. Because if we look real quick and we bring up the precision farming menu, you'll see it's even more of a issue here too with how all of this stuff information presents itself and updates. Let me see something too. More details. How do we get to field information? Okay. Make sure we got all the soil information for that field and for its adjacent field. Which is soil information. Make sure we're all synced up on that. So now when we look at soil information, nitrogen, we got all that. Alright, but we got to baseline all these fields anyway. What is yield? I don't know what those little green spots are. I have to check that out. I gotta be investigative on that. Telling me something I don't know, buddy. Oh, that's a little tree island right there, right? No, it's not the tree island. Alright, just keep driving past it. Right here. Now visually I don't see it, whatever that is. Alright. Okay. Purchasing the soil information, put it all together. Okay, so maybe that, just if we had the dynamic field numbers, that would be perfection. Alright. So we purchased those fields, we merged those fields, I plowed all the fields together, and as you can see, because we did the full plow, we put up stones. The next step in the process is we're going to be come through with the stone picker, then we'll lime, then we'll plant, and then we'll weed and apply nitrogen again, and get our grass fields back on the regularly scheduled grass harvest schedule as we were doing before, except now this will be our one set of grass fields here, and this will be our other set of grass fields here, and then for now we'll keep field 3 as a grass field on the main farm, although I might start cycling it through some other crops now, because we're going to over-index on our grass products here between these two fields, or maybe well, we'll see. I'll play it by ear. One of the other things here, oh, we're out of time. But I did real quick though, I did run into a couple of major issues with merging these fields. I have a tree that again, the update of the patch was supposed to make it where trees that were on the map that were previously undeletable could not be deleted. Such is not the case. I ran into a tree, encountered a tree that I could not delete. That's this tree here. Plus there's one more area here that I ran into some problems with a tree that I can't delete, but I was able to remove portions of it. But there's still a portion of the tree I was not able to remove. Where is that at? That's right over here, I think. Where was it? Yeah, right here. You can see that here. I can't get to it. It's there. It's visually. You can see it visually. I can't touch it. I can't do anything else with it, but it's there. So whatever corrections the map maker made that was supposed to help with the undeletable trees resolve most of the issues, but not all. Now for PC players, there may be some solutions where you can get rid of those trees, but I'm on console, so I don't have those options. But that's where we're leaving it at. I'm sure we just ran a minute over. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your support. You've been tuning in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, Armor Simulator 22, Alma, Missouri. And have a good night, everyone. I will catch you on the flip side.